Hi, I'm Allison Bizot. I'm covering first grade science. My lesson title is Structures and Processes of Plants. My standard is 1.LS1. It is from molecules to organisms, structures and processes. Number one, recognize the structure of plants, roots, stems, leaves, fruits, and flowers, and describe the function of the parts, taking in water and air, producing food, making new plants. And number two, illustrate and summarize the life cycle of plants. Number three, analyze and interpret data from observations to describe how changes in the environment cause plants to respond in different ways. Our objective is I will be able to understand that living things have different parts that help them grow and survive. For our materials, we're going to need picture cards or real objects, chart paper / whiteboard and markers, a simple video or picture book on plant and animal growth, and seed in a cup for each student. We will also need a computer for this. Our adaptations, learning methods, visual learning. Students can use visual aids such as diagrams of plants and animal life cycles or pictures of different body parts to better understand concepts. Technology can provide visuals in a dynamic way like animated video or interactive images, which can reinforce understanding for visual learners. Auditory learning. Listen to audio explanations, watching videos, or even engaging in read-aloud activities can help auditory learners grasp the material. Technology tools like Flipgrid, which allows students to record and listen to themselves, or Seesaw, which provides voice recording features, can cater to this learning style. For hands-on learners, hands-on activities like planting a seed or interacting with digital simulations of plant growth allow these hands-on learners to physically engage with the content. Tools like Seesaw and Kahoot allow students to actively participate in activities where they can respond to prompts, click and drag images, or manipulate objects digitally. Imagine you are a scientist working in a big garden. One day you notice some plants aren't growing like the others. You need to figure out what each plant needs to grow big and strong. Just like animals need food, water, and air to grow, just like us. Can you help solve the mystery and make the plants grow healthy again? And structural procedures. You will fill out a paper of what you already know about plants, what you want to learn, and what you think you are going to learn. You will watch multiple videos over plants. You will also play a practice game where you can make your own plant and see if it survives overnight. You will be provided real tools and supplies to plant your own plant and leave it in the classroom to check and water. Over the next couple of weeks, we will watch the plants and come back to them to see what you did correct or what you could have done better. We will then take a quiz over what you've learned. Questioning / thinking / problem solving. Imagine you're a scientist working in a big community garden where you and your friends grow all kinds of plants, flowers, vegetables, and trees. One day you notice that some plants aren't growing as well as others. The tomatoes are small, the flowers aren't blooming, and the trees look weak. You decide to investigate because the garden is important for everyone. It helps feed your neighborhood, and people love walking through the beautiful plants. You start noticing that some plants are in spots where they don't get enough sunlight, while others don't have enough space to spread their roots. Some plants are too close together and they don't have enough water to drink. You realize, just like people need food, water, and space to grow, plants need the right care also. Now, you need to figure out how to make sure each plant gets what it needs to grow healthy and strong, just like we need food, air, and space. can you solve the mystery of what's wrong with the plants and help them grow big and healthy again? By grouping my students together, I will group my students by reading levels, but they will split according to, for grouping my students together, I will group my students by reading levels, but we will split according to who has higher and who has lower, and we are going to mix them together so they can help one another. For our assessment, the objective is to assess students' ability to identify and label parts of plants and animals and explain their functions. The tool we will be using is Google Drawings. Students can use digital drawing tools to create and label a diagram of a plant or animal showing the body parts and explaining their functions. How it's going to work is I will have students draw a plant or animal and label the important body parts, roots, leaves, wings, eyes, such. Then ask them to write or record a short description of how each part helps the organism grow and survive. We will review the label diagrams and listen to students' descriptions to see if they understand the relationship between body parts and growth. We will also look at the rubric and see how the students did and if they followed the directions. For our closing and wrapping up, we are going to review the key points. Living things need food, water, air, and space to grow. Animals and plants have body parts that help them grow and survive. Living things change over time, such as plants grow from seeds to full plants. Animals grow and change as they age and as they grow. We will end with a short video or book on the life cycle of a plant or animal, and we will have a think sheet revolving around upper level questions that will challenge my first graders. We will also have a classroom discussion talking about what we knew prior to doing this activity, this lesson, and then we will come back to each other and talk about all that we've learned through this lesson and how this is going to help us in our future in understanding plants and animals and how they grow. And that's it.